Hello, everybody.
Hi there.
I'm Patrick Duffy, and of course, you know my partner, Linda Pearl.
And you know Patrick from all kinds of things, from Dallas and Step by Step and Man from Atlantis and a whole bunch of movies of the week.
Yeah, a whole bunch of movies of the week, but not as many as Linda. You did how many movies of the week?
I don't know. I lost count at about 45.
Okay, so over 45 movies of the week for television. Also, The Office,
Pam's mom,
yeah, Matlock,
Matlock's daughter,
and Happy Days,
Fonzie's fiance.
Fonzie's fiance.
Right now, every once in a while, we go on Bold and Beautiful, which
As
is
a couple.
really fun.
It's great.
Yeah.
But the
We are.
important thing is,
We're fledgling business owners.
oh my God, help.
Yep.
And we mean help.
We have a company called Duffy's Dough.
Duffy.
Yep. And we launched about 8 months ago. We did about 11 months of research ramping up to that. And, whoa, how did it all begin, honey?
Well, it actually all began in 1952. I was 3 years old.
Can you imagine how cute he was? Oh, my God. Okay, sorry.
1952, I was 3 years old. My parents took my sister and myself, threw us in a truck, an 18-foot trailer towed behind, and went up the Alcan Highway to Alaska for an adventure. And while there, my mother was gifted by this elderly woman a sourdough starter that the elderly woman claimed came with the gold miners to the Alaska Gold Rush. So the story is it's 150 years old. I can verify that it's at least 72 years old. We took that sourdough starter back to Montana, and I grew up eating pancakes and dinner rolls, etc., made from sourdough. My sister inherited the sourdough starter when she went off to college. When I finally went off to college and graduated and started housekeeping on my own, I inherited the starter myself. And then 2.5 years ago, I fell in love and met this person. And the most important thing I could think to do was try and impress her. So I took my sourdough starter and I baked sourdough muffins, cinnamon rolls, and one morning I made sourdough pancakes.
Oh, my gosh.
And
That was it.
shortly thereafter, over a couple of glasses of wine, I was thinking about this and we were talking. I said, this could be a business. This would make a good business. And I fell asleep. I woke up the next morning and we had Duffy's Dough as a company. It didn't actually start that easy, right?
No, not really. We called on some smart business friends that we're blessed to have because Lord knows we don't know ding dong about business. And so, CFOs, entrepreneurs, attorneys, and they all said, you're crazy to do it. Go for it anyway.
Right. So we did. For 7 months on tour in England, Linda, besides doing the play that we were doing, designed the box top, was doing logos, trying to find out, how you buy implements like French rolling pins and measuring cups. How much flour does it take to make it? And so ordering all of that stuff while performing. And we ended up with Duffy's Dough, an actual business. And we launched in September of last year.
Last year, yep. Oh boy, and we're still having fun.
We're still having fun.
This is what we sell online, only online. This product, which is the dehydrated sourdough starter essentials kit.
Maybe we need to change that.
And in it comes, let's see, the essentials.
Okay, there's flour and sugar, which are actually the only two things that have ever been added to this sourdough starter in 150 years.
And a lot of love.
And a lot of love.
Yeah.
Hot things come out of the oven. Looks like earrings, actually measuring spoons. Measuring cups. And one of my favorite implements when baking is the scraper cutter. It has so many uses. And this looks like a round piece of wood. It is a round piece of wood, but it's also known as a French rolling pin. No handles on the side. You get your hands really working. You get close to the dough.
The most important, the secret ingredient.
This is the sourdough starter. Started as a liquid, of course. Then we dehydrate it, move it into flakes, put it in the jar, and then you can...
Incredible. Wow. I wish you could smell this. It's
Every
quite
sourdough
amazing.
starter is different because the airborne yeast that started them in the old days was from different parts of the world. And everyone has a unique flavor. And there are purists out there who really do know the difference, like wine experts. So,
Oh, did we talk about this? No. We had the recipe book. which oddly enough contains recipes and some photos and some family history stories. And every once in a while, we'll autograph a bunch of these for special causes. Those seem to fly out the door. And then for the folks who don't need all of this equipment business, we sell in a smaller kit for only $30, the starter and the recipe. And, oh, wait, you forgot.
And Duffy dough aprons with the Duffy dough logo. And actually, only time Linda Pearl's been a double D her entire life.
Okay.
Well, I'll take over now. Sorry.
It's okay.
You can make anything with Duffy dough sourdough starter. We made baguettes, just normal sourdough baguettes, but you can put anything in them in the kneading process. When you're about ready to form them into baguettes, you can put cheeses and peppers and garlic and rosemary.
Yeah, rosemary.
Clamato olives, or you can go theme if you want to and put, cilantro, peppers, and just anything.
And they can go into baguette form or loaf form. We like to do both. You can also make
sourdough focaccia. Focaccia. Okay, anyway, if you have the Clamato olives, some dried tomatoes, put them in the kneading process. Don't eat now. Okay, well, there you go. I'll talk now. Dinner rolls, again, ordinary sourdough dinner rolls, but can be implemented with any products and ingredients that you want.
We also sell, you can make crusty croutons and chips.
Yeah, just about anything that you want. And dessert. There it is.
Remarkable.
Cinnamon rolls, sourdough, again.
Cupcakes. These are pumpkin, but you could do anything. Carrot, pumpkins, whatever.
So sourdough isn't sour all the time. It can be the sweetest dessert food in the world if that's
it's
what you want
incredibly
to make.
valuable.
Yeah, anything you want with it. So.
Oh, and pancakes. We can't show them to you because
we ate them.
We ate them.
We actually did. We ate for breakfast this morning, and we didn't have time to go make another sourdough starter and start all over. So anyway, this is how they look on the inside.
Okay.
Welcome to Duffy dough.
Just to talk about what makes our product different and what our hook is.
So what makes us different is the product itself, is the sourdough starter. It is a unique starter. It's not a commercial starter. It's not something that's just been gathered in the last 10, 15 years. The provenance of this starter is what makes it so valuable. It is an ancient, if you want to look at it that way, yeast, airborne yeast, from a different part of the world, cultured without any added ingredients, exactly the same way for over 100 years. And we can attest to that. It's been in my family for 72 of those years.
And it's dehydrated. There are other dehydrated starters, but not that many. And that means that it will last. It has an infinite number of years on the shelf if you don't want to activate it.
Yeah. It's very hardy.
And our hook, that's really interesting. So we're at the beginning stages, our first stage of this business.
But we're in one of the later stages of our lives, which makes it important because we have certain ideas about how to finish up this round that we're in and what we leave behind and what we give back.
So we're at the legacy stage now. So really everything we do, the business and everything else has to align with our core values to the best of our abilities. So very much following the true north of Human Zone as sort of the mecca. Our business plan is to give 100% of the net profits away. We're focusing on food scarcity. It's a big problem worldwide, so that's really, really our focus. We also needed to know two other things as our hook. Was the product good? And I think the product's good.
The product is not only good, it's verifiably good.
Our customers to date have told us so, which is really thrilling. And the other is the marketability. We had to find out if Duffy was marketable.
You know, if the fact that my career has lasted as long and has garnered the attention worldwide that it has because of Dallas primarily, to this day, that is a hook. And it's a hook that I am more than willing, in fact, proud to use in this legacy portion of our careers and our lives to finally be able to give back.
So to sum things up, the product is good. We believe we have now proven that it is marketable and it is devoted to giving back. Okay, now for the grown-up stuff. You've asked us to talk about our business and also what we're asking for.
So the business literally started, as we said earlier, in Linda's house. And that's where it resides to this day. And it started with a $28,500 investment on my part, out of personal savings, just to get lifted, buy product, get things started. So that's our initial investment financially in this.
And we do the packing ourselves. Packard has made every square inch
Yeah.
of this starter.
Every sourdough starter so far has been made by me by hand.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll get large enough that that won't be the case, but it will maintain its purity.
We've done the packing. We became certified food handlers for the state of Colorado. You're thrilled to know we actually passed the test.
Yeah. And projecting our future is a very difficult thing to do for us because we've only been in business for 8 months. We've done very well in the first 8 months. We did over $100,000 of sales in the first 8 months.
7,000 or 312.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we've also, projected theoretically very easily to do 85,000 or more
For this year.
in 2023.
You asked if the sales were high or low. Honestly, we don't know because we're only 8 months old. So we don't have a 12-month pattern to go by. What we have seen, I think we mentioned a little bit ago, is that every time we have significant exposure, the sales go for us through the roof. So sustained marketing.
Which is why we want to be here with you, because that kind of exposure puts you through the ceiling for us.
Food person business. We do our label. We are the food handlers. Okay, we do all the packing and the shipping from home. That's kind of fun. Oh boy. Okay, now what we're asking for, is
We're asking for help. But,
on many levels.
Yeah, but the ask is, essentially we figured $300,000 for a 40% partnership in the business. Of course, we always want to maintain quality control over decisions being made. But we think with $300,000, we can possibly move this to the next level and increase sales.
And that level is exciting. First of all, right now with our product, you only have to buy it once, right? I mean, witness Patrick's son, it's been the same starter has been in the family for 70 odd years. So we're aware of that Achilles heel, and we've always, right from the get-go, have wanted to seek out licensing deals for those people who are not inclined to bake or they don't have the time to bake, but they want that Duffy dough, sourdough experience. So we were very fortunate to be able to now be sort of mentored by Bob Forster, who's the founding CEO of Newman's Home, and he said, absolutely right, seek licensing deals, and this is so much where we need your help and guidance and support. With that money, we would use it to secure a good launching partner, co-packer.
Right.
Newman's Own does this in many ways. One of them, which I just love, but they went to Nabisco, and who does Fig Newtons among a lot of other projects, and so they do Fig Newtons, right?
So they do Fig Newmans now.
Fig Newtons.
And that's, and that's what we're looking for. Is we'd like, Duffy dough, sourdough to be in pizza crusts at Papa Murphy's or in sourdough rolls for Subway. Marketing it that way with the hook of charitable giving, so that it's not just another sourdough thing, but it's Duffy sourdough starter, and X% of every sale now gets turned back into profit sharing for charitable causes. And that's what we're hoping to do on a much larger scale.
So we'd be using those monies that hopefully we earn from you to launch with a co-packing licensing deal. And we would be using it for marketing and also to hire employees
As
needed.
We are a
Just
bare
as needed.
bones organization, and as long as we can continue to do as much of it on our own as we can, that's what we plan to do. And if we get large enough, then the business will support bringing on help when needed.
And I think, we enjoy baking. We do it with friends and with family. We enjoy the whole experience of creating an opportunity to sit down at a table and have conversations. And the world changes on conversations. So we look so forward to sharing the breaking of bread, well, with the world.
Yeah.